there she is. I'm gonna go talk to her. Look, you gotta back me up here. Got it? Thanks, Warden. Just be ready to pry her off when she throws herself at me. We don't want to make a scene here. Well, don't pry her off me too soon. Are you sure you're not a baker? 'Cause you got a sodding nice set of buns.
Akron, is that you?
Is that you?
Yeah, in the flesh, baby.
What are you doing here?
Hello.
Just trying to kick back with a pint. Fighting Darkspawn's a lot of sodding work, you know?
You're fighting Darkspawn?
Ew? Ugh, gross.
It was a bit of pain, but it was a personal favor for the King of Orzammar, you understand?
The whole surface to choose from, and you just happened to come to my tavern?
Well, you know, I was thinking about our days together back in Orzammar.
Oh, so you mean you didn't find another girl willing to put up with you pissing on the table? I'm shocked.
Shit.
It's a sign of affection. I've been thinking about you, Felsi.
What do you want, Ogren?
Nothing. Just thought I'd see how you were doing is all. Well, maybe that and grease up the Bronto, if you know what I mean.
Well, you've seen me. You'll have to go back to Orzammar for the Bronto.
That wouldn't be a lie, though. That would be the truth.
Oh, the Queen needed a new fool, did she?
Oh, well, it's been fun, Felsi.
That's literally
But I
the
better
truth.
go.
Don't let the door hit you in the arse on the way out. Actually, who am I kidding? Go ahead and let it. Indulge yourself.
I'm a ghost. Woo!
Did it, outsider. You saved us from the ravages of the curse after all.
May the creators bless you, truly.
But Zathrian is lost to us, after all these centuries. He died heroically, I hope. I would like a happy ending to his tale. He will be a role model for many Dalish children.
No,
to come.
don't. He's a
Now,
bad role
Keeper
model.
Lanaya prepares for us to enter into war alongside the humans. I never thought I'd live to see the day. I, for one, look forward to fighting against these darkspawn creatures. Do you now? Let's hope you return and tell us all about them. Andera Natishan, Grey Warden.
I appreciate you trying to find him, but what are the chances?
Anarin the healer?
You know Anarin?
He lives? No, it can't be him. Perhaps it is a common elven name.
No, I know of only one Anarin.
Ah, it makes sense. Anarin said that he was from the human cities. You are old friends, then?
If you seek Anarin, you must venture into the forest. He prefers to be amidst the trees and the animals.
Thank you all so much.
After all this time, you get to go back.
We know only what Zathrian has told us over the years. I never saw one myself until the attack. Other than not to get bitten? Not that I know of. As you know, they can shapeshift into wolves, allowing them to hide amidst the true wolves.
Oh, where is he? What happened?
Then the real question is why the Keeper would insist that it is not so. Of course.
But wait, what about the Hala?
Hey, girl! There you go.
No, what the?
I don't have the ability to help it.
Oh, you never got it?
No.
Really?
No. Where the fuck is he then? Because there's only two maps, right? This one.
There's only two maps, but you started.
Yeah.
You were on the other map. You started at the entrance. You went down south. You came through that southwestern exit. You went up to the northwestern part, and then went back to the other map. And then now you're back over here.
Okay.
So you've barely explored either map.
Yeah.
You're acting like you just ran through the whole thing.
Yeah.
You just took a straight line to this one, and then went to the only other way to get back to the other one, and went, oh, where is he? I just went to all the maps.
The logic in my head was there was three maps, which there's only two, and that he would be marked on my map for me, so I didn't have to actually go looking
you gotta
for
go
him.
find him. The
Gotta go find him.
quest says to find him.
Okay, well, I fucking found him. Okay.
There we go.
Now he's sitting. Now he's standing.
Friends, turn back, please. These woods are a danger to those who do not know the paths.
Mommy?
Anaren?
Wait, I remember your face. But younger, more impulsive, stern. Win?
I thought they had killed you.
They very nearly did. The Templars found me while I was searching for the Dalish. They ran me through and left me for dead.
I brought this on you. Oh, I was a dreadful mentor, harsh and impatient. I am sorry for the way I treated you.
I've put that behind me, and you should too. I didn't fit in with the Templars in your chantry. My path lay elsewhere.
Maleficar.
Irving is a reasonable man. He will find some way for you to return. The Circle needs new blood. It needs to change.
I have fond memories of Irving. He was always kind to me. I will consider your proposal, and perhaps I will speak with Irving. However, I promise nothing. Perhaps the mage you seek is right in front of you. The Grey Warden is a mage, no? The Blight will not last forever. Why not look to him to shape the new circle? It is something both of you should think about.
No, we've spent enough time on my personal affairs. It is time for us to move on.
Look at this. It's the hardened sap of a tree native to this forest. It's been something of a lucky charm for me, and now I want you to have it.
Very well. I'm grateful. May your gods smile on you, Anaren.
And on you.
Hope you're having fun. Meh. Meh. Enemies. You dare exist?
I was like, you know, why the fuck does this guy sound so familiar?
Who?
The Anaren guy that you just spoke to.
Mm-hmm.
It's Klein from SAO.
Thank you so much. You led me to Anaren. You persisted, even though I was sure all you were going to find was a dead end. I will never be... Finding Anaren allowed me to bring that chapter of my life to a close. This moment, it feels like the moment before the sunrise. I can stop thinking about my past and look forward to the future. Have you given any thought to what Anaren said? There is wisdom in his words. You are a mage, and you could be what the Circle needs, but you never... Your life, you could bring these experiences back to the Circle. I will know it doesn't happen. What's on your mind? I will answer to...
Do you remember our discussion? I just wanted to tell you that I thought about what you told me, and you were right. Despite what Marjolaine says, I am not like her. I followed you to make the world a better place. Sometimes, it takes another to show us the truths we hide from ourselves. I'm glad I left Lothering in your company. You have proven a true friend, and I thank the Maker for you. I know that look. You have... Of course. Yes, a little better. Time healed. I wish... We had good times, though. And I look back on those fondly. It's not so bad. Look, now I have new friends.
Hey, Rez, we're actually playing the game 2 days in a row. No 2-3 month long interval.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
That's
My sister's house. I'm almost sure of it. This is the right address.
I could swear I passed this point. Nope, I went around the other way, like 6 feet to the left. I guess it didn't trigger the point.
No.
Will she even know who I am? Does she even know I exist? My sister. That sounds very strange. Sister. Sister.
Sister.
Hold on,
Sister.
Madeline. Maybe we should go. Let's go. Let's just go. Hello?
Hey, you have linens to wash? I charge 3 bits on a bundle. You won't find better. And don't trust what that Natalia woman tells you either. She's foreign and she'll rob you blind.
That's racist.
I'm not here to have any wash done. My name's Alistair. Well, this may sound sort of strange, but are you Gordana? If so, I suppose I'm your brother.
My what? I am Goldana, yes. How do you know my name? What kind of tomfoolery are you folk up to?
I mean, it says on your door Goldana's house. And obviously people know you because they just come to your house to ask for washings. So, you know...
Look, our mother, she worked as a servant in Redcliffe Castle a long time ago before she died. Do you know about that?
You! I knew it! They told me you was dead. They told me the babe was dead along with mother, but I knew they was lying.
They told you I was dead? Who? Who told you that?
Them's at the castle. I told them the babe was the king's and they said he was dead. Gave me a coin to shut my mouth and sent me on my way. I knew it.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. The babe didn't die. I'm him. I'm your brother.
For all the good it does me. You killed mother, you did, and I've had to scrape by all this time. That coin didn't last long, and when I went back, they ran me off. And who in the maker's name are you? Some servant of his to carry all his riches, I expect.
Bitch, I am a god!
He's my friend, and a Grey Warden just like me.
Oh, I see. A prince and a Grey Warden too. Well, who am I to think poorly of someone so high and mighty compared to me? I don't know you, boy. Your royal father forced himself on my mother and took her away from me. And what do I got to show for it? Nothing. They tricked me good. I should have told everyone. I got 5 mouths to feed. And unless you can help with that, I got less than no use for you.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Close your fucking legs, bitch.
Well? So he's found it. I'm his sister. But what are you to me, boy? Except the one who took my mother away,
You think I wished her dead? I never wanted that. I didn't have the life you think I did, Goldana.
I suppose not. A bastard is still a bastard, isn't he? But... brother or no, I've got 5 mouths to feed and no time to spare until they are.
And let me promise you this, Goldana. I'll do whatever I can, speak to whomever I have to ensure you and your children are taken care of.
That sounds all well and fine. But you'll have to forgive me if I don't exactly hold my breath.
You have my promise. I can't give you more than that. Let's go. I want to go. Goodbye, sister.
That could have gone better.
Well, that was not what I expected, to put it lightly.
Look at the ghost.
I lived up to my...
You're not supposed to be able to see her.
This is the family I've been wondering about all my life? I can't believe it. I guess I was expecting her to accept me without question.
She's looking right at me,
Isn't that what
Rez.
family is supposed to do?
Yeah, you're not really supposed to be able to see her. Because you're supposed to be
feel like
standing
a
there.
complete idiot.
So, who was like, I'm gonna put this NPC here, then no one's ever gonna fucking see her. I'm gonna put her there. Because it's a cutscene. They had to put her there, right?
Yeah, I guess they were trying to have her, like, run off screen.
Instead of finishing, they just cut her off as soon as she's out of frame.
That, or it just wasn't designed for this resolution. I mean, this game was being designed when CRT monitors were still the way of things, technically.
Was it really?
Yeah, because this game released in 2010. By 2010, widescreen still wasn't the standard.
Oh man, I guess you'd had to have one of those really big ass bulky motherfuckers that weighed 100 pounds.
By 2010, we were getting in the way of LEDs and LCDs, but more like 1440 by 900, not widescreen.
Yeah, I'm just saying for like back then before LED TVs were that common, to get a flat screen, they were huge and weighed a couple 100 pounds.
Yeah. This was probably made in like 4x3.
Yes, I'm sorry too. I guess I should have known better. Let's just go. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Well, that sucks. Kind of anticlimactic, you know? Does anyone have any other personal side shit they want to talk about?
Look, I appreciate that you brought me to see my sister, and that you were there to talk me down after we left. You're a true friend. I just wanted to tell you that. That we are. I have your back. You know that, right? Well, now that that's out of the way, ask away.
Time to have a wedding.
Of course.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne. Do you disagree? You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never mind his willingness. Alistair seems like a kind, well-meaning man, and biddable enough. These are admirable qualities, if not kingly ones. He also seems to be a fine Grey Warden, which is exactly why he should remain one and serve the kingdom by defeating the Darkspawn.
Hey, I mean, think of it this way. He's got a time limit, so... You're guaranteed regency, and he's gonna die at some point.
Cailan knew of Alistair. It was Arl Eamon that kept Alistair out of the courts, as Merrick had desired. Oh, there are some who would follow Alistair out of respect for his Therin blood. The others would see this as Eamon grabbing for power. Who else do you think Alistair would turn to for help? Eventually, the nobility would return to the old days of constant warring with each other. Alistair's weakness would destroy everything Merrick built. I simply believe that I am what this country needs. I will fight for what I believe. Would Alistair do the same? Thus, I say again, I would welcome your support for the throne if you would give it. For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Cailan's queen. As much as they loved Cailan, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Cailan was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Alina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. I need your support, Warden, and you will need mine. No? You're a Grey Warden, and despite the fact that my father will paint himself as the only one who can protect the country from the Blight, it is not so. Secondly, you saved Arl Eamon from a plot that no doubt had its origins in Hal's sick little mind. People will not forget that. You are competent and powerful, and in the right place at the right time. Used to your advantage, these things could bring you far.
You know, that sounds an awfully lot like the situation you have with Alistair, you bitch.
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot. Ignoring that the man looks so much like Kalen, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Kalen as well. But it is true that Alistair has Theron blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires? Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king.
Done.
It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with. Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
Well, you got Alistair to agree, and now you have what is considered by the players the best ending for this part of the game. Of course, the best ending the developers thought up in their eyes was also letting Logain live.
Yeah, well, fuck the developers.
Which I never did, because I was like, fuck that guy, dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna stab him in the
But
fucking
they
throat.
loved this ending so much that they made it like the most consequential decision of all of Dragon Age Inquisition directly tied to this ending. Like, without that ending, that decision is no longer even consequential.
I'm sure they said they liked the Logan ending just because few players would choose it because they know.
It's probably the least attained ending of this entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Not just because it requires you to go through as many hoops as possible to get, but because who the fuck wants to keep Logain alive?
Like, by all definition, it is just to kill Logain for what he did. By all means, there's no ever monarch that has ever existed would ever say, no, you should let him live.
I think he accepts dying when the time comes, too. I think he's pretty okay with it and just kind of lets you do it.
Because he fucking knows he deserves it.
I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it.
Yeah, I got some news for you, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask you to...
Really? Whatever will give you that idea? Well, it's nice that you think so. What do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen? Marry her. As in marriage, as in be her husband. You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you?
Of course.
Why would you do that? Did you take a blow to the head?
I mean, she'll blow your head.
That's crazy. Yes, I suppose you're right.
Woo, I did it!
Aren't you so happy you decided to get coercion up to 3?
Excuse me while I go have a small heart attack somewhere. No big deal, right?
A lot of my playthroughs, I got to this point without having the proper stats and all to actually get this ending because of the different ways I played it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I pretty much only ever got this ending when I played as a rogue, because that was the only time I went for coercion. I didn't care about coercion as anything else.
Congratulations!
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes?
I've heard this line so much, and I usually hear what happens when he says no, rather than yes.
He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kalen's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... Is this it then? I agree to marry Alistair to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now. Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me? No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you. I have spoken with
Honestly,
others.
I hate Honora.
Perhaps this mad betrothal won't be quite
I've seen what
as it
happens,
first seemed.
you know, when you do pick her, when you don't pick her, when you do this ending, when you let Logain live, when they don't get married, you let Logain live. And I hate her. She is a cunning, conniving, scheming bitch.
Shall be done.
And I hate her.
As you say.
Just about as much as I hate that other girl at Redcliffe.
That's saying a lot.
She's not a good person. She is a politician, and she is a ruthless one.
As bad as that one chick who summoned a demon who inhabited her son?
Well, no, she's just not that smart.
Okay.
Honora's way smarter than that, and that's the fucking problem.
I shall do it.
That's what makes her worse.
Now I got to tell him, alright, we did it. You're married. Congrats. Woo, wedding.
I haven't been here in a while. Ask away. Of course.
Alright.
Warden, let me know if there's any assistance I can give you. We have much to do and little time. What? Maker's breath. You didn't magic them, did you?
Yes.
Of course, but I hardly imagined that you could convince her so readily. I am impressed. This alliance can only help us. Well done, my friend.
That
We
is
need
also
to
the
do all that we
easiest
can
way
in
to
the
win
few
the Landsmeet, is to get Honora and Alistair to marry, because then a lot of the ones that will go for Honora instead of Logain are now on your side.
So I guess I get to talk to Logain. It looks like. At Keep Eamon. Or no.
Stop. Wait. Keep Eamon?
No, the Keep is actually informed me. So, my guy's heroes inform me. I need to go to Logain at his estate.
I don't think you visit Logain.
Keep Eamon informed of your latest.
You're in the estate.
Yeah.
You're keeping Eamon informed of your exploits.
Ugh.
Keep Eamon isn't a location.
Fucking Christ. Keep Eamon informed. Okay, Jesus
Keep
Christ.
is the first word in the sentence, and that's why it was capitalized. Holy crap, dude. You got a little, like, brain meltdown there?
A little bit there, I
Warden,
guess.
let me know if there's any assistance I can...
Yeah, there's... No, that makes sense.
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken. It's located just off the Market District in the northern alley past the Old Noble Tavern. I'll sketch out the code which will let you pass the lock wheel.
Ooh.
Inside you can take your pick of whatever equipment remains. It is the stockpile the Wardens have kept for centuries for the defense of Denerim.
Ooh. Free shit.
We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only where he ever let himself down. Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths. It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfells are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Ferelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is. Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lad. And very foreign. The Wardens there, they fight Darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there in the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Anders look to the Wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way. It was near 1,200 years ago, and no one knows for sure, except that it began with a group of Ander soldiers. Apparently, they defected from their king's army, vowing that fighting the Blight was more important, and traveled all the way to Tevinter themselves. They were the
What, the
first
mages
ones
couldn't
to
handle
track
it?
down the Archdemon Dumat, and the ones to slay him, although none survived the battle. But they had picked up followers by then, and it was they who formally founded the Order, and were recognized by Thedas. Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn, tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between Blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them. And it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations. The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.